No one from FaZe even challenging. 4 points to go, and OpTic Gaming is going to take game number 1 of our championship match.
Yeah, you need a better effort from Slasher if you're FaZe. No, can't have that battle going double negative, especially against OpTic Gaming, because that just makes it so easy for the submachine gun players to just push up and just cause tons of havoc. And you saw Krim 38 and 26, Scump 37 and 26.
Formal drop 39.
Right, Formal, near 50. Karma going positive as well. I mean, when you make it that easy for their subs, you are going to lose hardpoint every single time.
I have to say, I'm exhausted just casting. I can't imagine what it's like to be one of these players going a second time around here in the best of 5, but Krim, Scump, Formal all going off. Everyone positive. Karma with a 1.11 had most defends on his team. 9 defends there, 7 captures, but really, Hook, clearly the MVP of FaZe, the only one getting more than 30 kills. 7 captures, 10 defends. He needs more from his teammates in the next round of respawn game modes. But we're going to search and destroy. This is FaZe's bread and butter so far in the series. They're 2 for 2.
Yeah, it's going to be a Terrace S&D, starting up right after this. We're going to go straight into the game, I believe. We're going to start this one up. They need to get more out of Slasher. Coming over from that first respawn, 0.53, you're going to need better games out of him. And you mentioned getting tired. This is FaZe's 7th series of the day, so these guys have been playing for a very long time.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you still with us? Where are the FaZe fans at?
2 or 3 over there.
Where are the OpTic fans at?
They're everywhere.
Terrace Search and Destroy is kicking off right now. We're skipping the commercial and continuing with the action. Slasher on your screen to open it up. He's got the double frag nades here from FaZe, and we'll see. Can they play better on this game type than they did last night? They really struggled with a team that played extremely aggressive. How will they approach an OpTic Gaming crew?
And OpTic definitely probably watched that match last night. You see Krim being extremely aggressive towards the middle of the map. Going to get that first blood on Zuma. Zuma could actually have a pretty big map. This one, tons of opportunities to flank. We know Zuma loves those flanks. It's going to be interesting to see if he calls the right shots.
And you can see one player kind of behind enemy lines, Hook. Will he take advantage of his positioning? You can see he is down low. Actually, everyone else is going to be running above him. Enable taking his time. This is a different play style from FaZe than we saw the first matchup. Everyone really kind of easing into this game too.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty slow play by the guys on FaZe, trying to even this one up in the player count. Obviously, Zuma drops right off the bat. Could have went differently, though. I mean, Zuma wins that gun battle versus Krim in the middle. Obviously, I think FaZe probably plays this round differently, but looks like the bomb going to be going over towards B. Everyone else stacking at A. Seems like they're going to try and have Enable just show FaZe over at B and then try and get a pinch from the back.
Yeah, I think the key player is in the engagement right now. That was Karma. Now Karma going to be cleaned up. Nice trade. More shots going down. It's Formal going to fall. Enable picks up too. It's Huke, actually. Unfortunately, won't be able to finish there. 0-1 start in favor of OpTic Gaming. Good push, though, from Hook.
Yeah, Hook able to pick up 2. Scump too strong, though, here at the end. Able to pick up 2 kills. Starting to get himself going here. Had a subpar first series by, Scump's judging. I mean, you expect him to
didn't put up 700 kills.
No, but I mean, you kind of hold him to that standard now. I mean, when he's doing that consistently, that's kind of the bar he sets for himself. So, didn't have too great of a first series, at least in his eyes. Probably looking to make it up for it here in the second series.
Scump and Formal both in the top 5 when it came to KDs last weekend in London at Gfinity. Playing incredibly well throughout all of this tournament. And here in game number 2, you're going to see Krim 6 again starting up 2-0. Scump looking for his third.
Yeah, OpTic going to be able to get the bomb down over at B. It's going to be Zuma picking up a kill, trying to even it up. Slasher picking up 1 as well. Karma's going to come into your kill feed. Going to have a 2v2. It's going to be Zuma and Enable going up against Karma and Scump. Karma.
Uh-oh.
Sees 2 players right in front of him. Decides not to shoot at either of them. It's going to be Scump left all alone here. They know where he is. They're going to get a hit marker with that stun. They're going to push him. Enable able to finish that one off. FaZe is going to get on the board.
No 1v2s right now, as it's going to be Zuma getting the defuse. Nice patient play. Slasher trading evenly. Same thing with Hook. And then Zuma on the flank, able to converge there with Enable to finish out the round. 1-1 going into round number 3. We're going to switch sides and go back on the attack with FaZe. And I want to start things off with that man right there. Let's see how Enable is going to approach this.
Yeah, Enable going to probably pick up the bomb. Let's see what he decides to do here.
No snipes. Everyone's sticking with assault rifles and a single SMG.
Yeah, it's going to be Hook going down towards Purple Pool. Probably going to hit that pretty hard. If he's able to pick up one, I think FaZe probably goes over towards A right away.
And you see Hook kind of leading this charge. He's going to go right up. Zuma does pick Karma, so first blood in FaZe's favor. Hook, was he hurt? Doesn't look like it, charging in. Still has a little bit of juice left in that battery. Now it's all gone, so can't be too loud, but they are making their way up to B, and this is going to be the pressure on OpTic. You got Krim waiting for his teammate Scump to get in position. They will challenge up top. Enable, checking up top, doesn't see anyone, is going to go for the plant.
Yeah, Krim, he's going to be behind enemy lines, though. Hook able to pick up another. Going to leave it all up to Krim here for OpTic. Going to be Hook, Enable, and Slasher all alive. Bomb going to be going down at B. Going to leave Krim in an awful position. FaZe going to close that one out. As soon as Zuma died, I think he was able to call those two players out to his teammates. As soon as Hook picked up that kill over at A, they decided to push that one straight over towards B.
And you guys probably don't realize it, but that is a huge kill for Slasher. Questioning himself with the bow last game in hard point. They're winning a one-on-one against Crib 6. He's going to be feeling good, feeling a little bit more confident. We're going into round 4 with FaZe up once again in the search and destroy. OpTic on the attack, and it looks like it's going to be a lot of tacticals being run here. Overclock from Formal leading the way. Going to look for a challenge down by the pool.
Yeah, he's going to have one player over by Purple Pool. It's going to be Hook. Formal able to get that first blood for OpTic Gaming. See if he can open the map for some of his teammates. Going to have Slasher down over by A. One player for FaZe looks like going to be trying to push up behind enemy lines. Actually, two players now going to be on that flank.
Slasher going to get one, but he's taken down. Crim 6 going for the plant. Karma was cleaned up in rotation, though, so that makes it a 2-on-2.
Yeah, Scum going to be playing down here with Krim at a little bit of a disadvantage. Doesn't have an AR. Would have liked to be able to fight this at long distance. Krim looks like he was trying to plant the bomb. Now kind of second-guessing themselves a little bit whether they should rotate to B or not, and it looks like that's what they're going to decide to do.
They saw Enable up top, and they were afraid. They don't want to give Enable an easy angle. Don't want any ankles to be seen while laying down, planting that bomb, and it looks like Krim, moving over to B, is going to find Enable. Enable going with Zuma, checking A. It's a 2-on-2, and OpTic has to get this bomb down. You see Krim realizing that is going to go for the plant. Who is going to win this next fight?
Yeah, I think that's, FaZe just trying to wait, trying to run at this one together. They're going to be able to take out Scump there first. It's going to be Krim versus Enable, 1v1. Krim.
And this time it's Krim.
Able to win that. He looks kind of angry, though. They didn't play that right at all.
Oh, man. I don't know if he was saying Enable, that was so stupid, or their play was so stupid, but either way, Krim clutches up.
That's probably a little bit more towards frustration, that these rounds are, OpTic getting first blood that round goes all the way down to a very close 2v1 scenario. They should be able to put those rounds away a little bit easier than that.
I want to stay on board with Krim if you're cool with it. The man is 6-2, best in the lobby. Formal slow start, got his first kill that previous round, using the overclock to get low. And how is Krim getting the job done? Well, he's staying aggressive here with the SMG. Spots Enable, but doesn't finish. Enable gonna back up as they try and bait it in loud.
Yeah, they're trying to put some shots on Enable cross map and then let Krim just run out of those double doors, clean them up. Not able to do so. Scump gonna pick up Zuma though, trying to get aggressive. Hook, who's been behind enemy lines, I feel like all game long, he's gonna get taken out after picking up one. It's gonna be OpTic with that man advantage.
Look
Scump
at the
gonna
team
pick up
shot.
another. Perfect teamwork right there at OpTic Gaming.
Formal looked like he was in a one-on-one, but Scump raining fire from above, and then Krim boosting over, gets behind Enable to finish it off. Again, it's Krim starting things by getting aggressive, making FaZe uncomfortable, and then the pinch comes in. He's 7-4 on a 4 streak right now, keeping it rolling. 7-2, keeping it rolling here into round number 6. OpTic back on the attack. And we're starting things off with Formal once again. Stuns going out, not frag grenades here.
I was going to say, OpTic hasn't been too aggressive towards either bomb site. Maybe this is the round they do it, and it looks like they were going to go over towards B, but Krim taken out by Zuma right off the break. I mean, Zuma's been playing that position all game long. Him and Krim been having an epic battle in the mid.
Looking through the mini-map, not a whole lot of movement. Formal kind of inching forward. You can see on the mini-map there is a player nearby, but he's actually outside taking a peek at the balcony, and Hook is going to be supported by Enable, who is waiting back B. Over at A, the job is going to belong to Slasher and Zuma to lock things down, with Slasher sitting at the very top to scout things out.
Yeah, it looks like Enable starting to rotate over as Slasher definitely saw the players from OpTic Gaming starting to make their way over towards A. Looked like that was going to be Karma up top, putting down some shots. Going to be Formal with the bomb, working down towards A. Karma trying to make a play mid-map, taken out by Zuma, going to leave his teammates in a very tough spot. It's going to be a 4v2. It's going to be Scump and Formal going up against all four members of FaZe. Enable, he's going to drop at the hands of Formal. Scump, he's going to be able to take out one. We have a 1v1. It's going to be Slasher. Oh, my!
All right. I think this is one of those times you're allowed to say the word world star.
So Formal just turns on Slasher right there. We talked about Slasher's confidence with the BAL, maybe coming back here in this S&D.
Yo, I'm looking at Keemstar. He's so confused by what just happened there. Formal, such a quiet game from him. 1-4, picks up the 1v3 clutch. He's even.
Slasher's such a nice guy. You don't do something like that, dude.
Right? You don't do that to anyone.
Yeah.
It's not legal in a lot of states. We're going back over to Slasher. And you can see he is going to back up after spotting some players over at A. Meanwhile, Hook still looking for a peek. And that's a big kill, shutting down Formal right away.
It's a nice way to answer back. Hook picking up a pretty nice kill right there on Formal. Able to quiet him down a little bit. He was definitely pumped up after that last kill. It's going to be FaZe trying to push over towards B. Zuma, seeing one in the back, gonna fall back, just trying to watch this angle.
That's Karma, man, and Karma has survived 3 gunfights now, just trying to buy his teammates time. Shots going down from Scump, he's gonna land it on Zuma. Karma surviving and taking out Enable. Hook, last man standing, is gonna make it a one-on-one. Here's the challenge, and Krim is gonna win this one.
No, Solar, I feel like all the 2v2s and 2v1s went in FaZe's favor. This time on Terrace, everything going in favor of OpTic Gaming. I mean, we saw the Krim versus Enable 1v1. There you see Krim versus Hook 1v1. And then the last one, it was a 2v4. It was Scump and Formal versus all 4 members of FaZe. So everything going in OpTic's favor at this point.
I am not challenging Krim ever if I see him on this map. Unless he's not looking at me, I am not going to fire my gun. Because Krim, I just watched it in slow-mo in the round-ending kill cam, did not miss a single bullet in that engagement versus Hook.
And Formal wins another battle out the start. 2 battles to make it a 4v2. OpTic should be able to close this one out. Formal's going to drop back a little bit, expecting the players on FaZe to flank.
And we're taking a peek here at the rotation here from the FaZe squad. Enable gonna watch as Hook is dropped, so now he knows all the pressure in the world on his shoulders, and he just crumbled. OpTic Gaming, 2-0. They doubled up their opponent's score in hardpoint. Krim shutting it down here on Terrace Search and Destroy. Honestly, I think this is just a bad map for FaZe. They're really uncomfortable here on Terrace.
Hey, you know, I'll tell you something, what, Puckett?
FaZe and OpTic going toe-to-toe. The first matchup a lot closer than the second round has been.
Yes.
Crim 6 absolutely taking over that last S&D, and of course, the star play from Formal there in the 1v3 clutch.
It seems like FaZe they've seemed to run out of gas a little bit. You know, they've been playing all day long. They need just a break to just kind of regen a little bit, throw some water in their face, and just kind of get some energy back in them.
And I think this could be the right game type for them. You saw Uplink, you saw Enable hitting the early tosses. How is he going to be able to start things off here? You're going to see 2 down already. Zuma trying to get aggressive once again. Pretty quiet in that last search compared to the first time around. And you're going to see Slasher also starting to heat things up with the BAL, opening things up 2-0. But at this point in the game, no one has touched the satellite until just now.
Yeah, Krim, he's going to grab the drone, throw it out of bounds. Saw that FaZe was mounting a pretty good push, starting to pick up some kills mid-map. It's going to be Formal, last line of defense for OpTic. Going to pick up one. Enable coming on the flank, going to pick up a big kill right there, but his team not able to win those engagements over by Garage. It's going to be OpTic getting that drone control. They could make a big play happen over here in school.
Big stop by Zuma. That's going to stop the lead blocker. Satellite has to rotate out. However, At least a one-play opportunity here coming from OpTic Gaming as Karma slides in. Big stop, last man alive is Slasher. He picks up 1, 2, can he make it 3? He does! And now it's gonna be Hook with the stun, not in time. Formal goes for the jam.
OpTic's gonna get on the board first here. You kind of expected that though, attacking school side. OpTic puts a big score on the board here first. I think FaZe kind of gets so demoralized, might not be able to make that comeback.
And you're gonna see Hook now trying to set up on the defensive end. OpTic owning the school so far, and you're gonna see nice stop. Zuma doing the damage. 4 down for OpTic. Can FaZe take an advantage of this? You see all 4 members spawning right underneath the uplink goal for OpTic Gaming. That satellite making its way through the middle in the hands of Zuma, but first they need some key kills coming from Hook and Slasher.
Well, they tried to send Enable on the flank. What they were going to try and do is throw that drone into the base. If Enable got a kill, he was going to force the issue from behind, and the other was going to force the issue up the middle of the map. Just wasn't able to pick up that first intro kill, and you see Enable coming off the spawn, going to pick up 2 big kills. It's going to be Zuma with that drone. FaZe trying to make a play up the middle of the map. Going to need Slasher to pick up some big kills with the bow.
And here is Slasher doing that damage. Slasher has been so strong here in game number 3. They're back against the wall. They must win this to stay alive. OpTic will 3-0 them otherwise, and you're going to see Zuma still fighting within OpTic's base. Can he get to the drone? He does before it resets and gets the slam.
Zuma's had such a fantastic series for this FaZe lineup. Really, was so consistent in game 1. Going to need him to make that same kind of games in game 2, this matchup. But you're going to have Slasher starting to heat up a little bit, 10-5. You're going to need him to go big with that bow like we were talking about before, and he's starting to heat up a little bit.
Scump doing a nice job, staying alive, getting the pit. His teammates all spawning back underneath the goal once again, and he is the only one in position to stop this push from FaZe. Tagged up already and eliminated. Nice push here from FaZe, a coordinated effort. Zuma trying to get to the garage before he loops it back down mid. One player to beat, not comfortable, just tosses that out of the map.
I'm surprised when Scump was up, he didn't try and get towards middle of the map, make a play on that drone, throw it out of bounds. It's going to be Zuma just resetting it. So OpTic going to try and get that drone control when it comes off spawn here in 2 seconds. And no enables over by blue wall. Going to have 2 players drop for OpTic. It's going to be Karma and Formal, the only one up. They have to do a good job playing defense on this drone.
It wasn't really a big deal, but I saw Formal with another team kill in the feed. He's really taking out his teammates in the respawns, but the speed of the exosuits, they're able to get right back in the action. Formal gonna watch as Crim6 is gonna take this satellite over the pit, and now gonna try and push it up through school. You got a lead blocker getting into position, Enable, the first line of defense, putting shots at Scump, rotating over. Crim is tagged up, but that ball still out, and there it goes. Crim is going to toss it through, and we're gonna see Formal now actually with the rebound. We'll get it in.
Yeah, Formal's going to pick it up, put it in for 2. The man of the half so far for OpTic Gaming. Both uplinks to his name with 4 points, and he's going to be going 14-9 this far. Now you look, not a lot of slaying out of the other guys. I mean, Crim's 5 and 12 this win time. I mean, you see picking up 2 nice kills there, but if FaZe goes down going into the second half with those players not playing up to their par, you can't expect them to have another half like that. You expect OpTic to blow the game open.
Sneaky plays coming in from FaZe as they hold strong in the base. It was Enable and Slasher shutting that push down. They've kept it within 1 possession here in the first half. You got to think this is the more difficult side on Detroit. Enable would love to add 1 more to the board before it. There is the toss. It's going to fall just short. Slasher nowhere near for the rebound. You're going to see Formal just keep his opponents out of his base as Crim goes for the reset.
Yeah, Crim's going to throw it off for a reset. Looks like this might be the score going in a half. It's going to be FaZe picking up that drone. It's going to be Slasher getting pretty close. Not able to get a 1-point throw. It's going to be Crim picking it up. He's just going to dart away, waste the clock. And it looks like we're going to have a 4-2 lead for OpTic Gaming going into the second half.
Woo! OpTic, 5 minutes away, Matt. But I feel like I've said that before in this series.
I think you have, Puckett. And it's always been FaZe with an answer. Did a nice job slaying in that first half. Just wasn't able to convert any of it into points. Going to see going on the attack in the second half. They're able to take that lead.
All right, I'm shaking myself awake. FaZe needs to do the same. We take a look at the kills, actually. FaZe outslaying OpTic in the first side of this uplink, but Formal doing enough damage to open the door for Crim to get some of those big scores, and you actually see Formal as the one who put in actually all 4 of the points after Crim dribbled that ball forward. We got Formal off the break, gonna pick up his 18th kill. He's on a 2 streak, and really, he has been the man of the hour here for OpTic Gaming.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't go that massive in the first half. I mean, probably, I would have said probably give OpTic 2 points regardless. I would have said it probably would have been a tie game, which would have been voted great for FaZe. But Formal going huge there in the first half. They're just really doing it all for OpTic Gaming while, Crim and Scump both struggled in that first half.
A lot of objective play from Crim 6 in this one. Kind of expected to see that maybe out of Karma, but Crim controlling the satellite drone through and through for OpTic. The 1-point toss is going right up and over. Karma nowhere near. You're going to see Hook with the reset just in time. And there we're going to get it. 2 more players pushing up for FaZe. Can they take advantage of the positioning? It's Karma with the 2P slowing it down. Hook left alive, but he's in his base. Same thing with Enable.
Yeah, Hook just playing that base defense. You'd expect FaZe, though, to go a little bit more on the offensive side of things. Gonna have Formal pass that drone over to a teammate. It was Scump, but Formal trying to get on top of Atlas, pick up some kills with the AR. He's gonna get taken out. Hook gonna have a big battle in the back alley. That's Karma winning that, so see what OpTic decides to do if they're gonna play for an offensive score. It looks like they're gonna try and move this one up the middle of the street.
And there's the satellite drone on the ground once again. Slasher doing a nice job with the bow. He and Hook locking down this main street. Formal's gonna be eliminated by Enable. And here comes one more player. Slasher running out of ammo in his battle against Karma. Will finally clean it up. FaZe though, playing from their base.
They need to force the issue. They've been playing out of their own base.
To get out.
Yeah, they've been playing from their own base the whole game. I mean, now it's the first time we're seeing them push up towards the middle map. I mean, they need to get control of school. Maybe it's too much AR play out of FaZe here.
It's a 1-possession game, though, and I think they realize that. There's 3 minutes left. A single dunk ties the score, forces overtime.
Yeah, but I think, with the way they're running this, I believe they have 3 ARs, if I'm not mistaken. We saw Slasher with one, we see Zuma with one. I believe we saw Hoop running one as well, so not going to get that pressure over in school with just Enable as the only sub.
Scump shooting Zuma, long-range sub action, advanced rifling paying off, but the satellite drone is in the hands of FaZe. Hook trying to get by one. Hook won't be able to get it over the wall. He is going to be shut down. Zuma still fighting for control of Atlas, and that is 4 down momentarily for FaZe. Formal passing it up. Karma making the boost through is going to go for the toss from behind the truck, and instead waiting for a little bit more support. They drop Hook, they drop Enable. Zuma falls as well. Last man standing is Slasher, and Slasher hits him with the melee. It's not done yet, though. Scump is there, puts it through. A 2-possession game now.
I think FaZe really needs to pull out another sub Puckett. They're not getting any pressure over by school because they're running so AR heavy. It's going to be Hook with the drone, going to get meleeed in midair by Crim. Crim is going to pick up that drone, going to try and play it for a reset. It's going to go over up on top of the building. Now all OpTic needs to do, play for another reset or 2, and then FaZe going to get pretty desperate. Should be able to slay out and win this game.
Oh, FaZe has to be desperate right now. You're down 4 points, 94 seconds left on the clock. You need a play right here. Enable, the veteran. He's been winning championships since the man was 18. He just won 2 over in Europe. Can he put in another? You see support coming from behind. The kills coming from Slasher. Another needs to go down, but Karma too strong. Enable, trapped, cannot get out. There's the clear from Zuma. One more player in front, but he's shot in the back. It's Zuma. Staying alive, though. 3 kills from Zuma. Challenging Formal. Zuma killing everything, but where's the objective? Slasher now with his hands on the satellite drone. It's going to be making his way through a player and locker. Slasher needs to get this through now.
And Zuma is going massive in the OpTic base on his 6th Puckett. He's behind that car, locking it down on his 7th. Zuma trying to single-handedly bring FaZe back into this game. All they need to do is keep rallying this drone. He has control of the OpTic base. This is really bad for OpTic.
Finally, Zuma was cleared by Crim, but the game not done yet. Enable with the drone, 34 seconds left. They cannot just force this. They need to play smart. 3 defenders inside. You're going to see Slasher on the street. Pick one. Enable now going to go for the move. He's cleaned up. Hook still alive on the flank. Drone down. Formal last man on mid-street, but Formal too strong. Zuma going for the push. He's got it. 15 seconds.
Oh my, Zuma with another huge play. 10 seconds left. Drone gonna be coming down right now. Slasher picking it up. 3 kills in the kill feed. Going in for FaZe.
1 point will win this.
1 point will win. Slasher gonna get taken down. Karma with a big play on the OpTic base, but still, FaZe strong enough to force an OT.
Zuma has to be exhausted, but this is the play from Karma, which keeps OpTic in it here on Detroit. Slasher almost able to get that drone out of his hand. It was lined up, it would have gone through, and we would have seen a game 4, but OpTic still on match point, could finish right here in overtime.
Man, Zuma cementing himself as a primetime player at Bucket. I mean, this guy has made every big play imaginable for FaZe in this series. I don't think there's any question he belongs, with some of the best players in the game.
You see why he is such a highly sought-after player. Everyone fighting for him when all the trades are going down. Off the break, Formal clearing the way, and there is the toss.
That is going to be a very difficult time for FaZe to beat. We've actually seen TR, they run a very interesting play where they'll send a guy back alley from the same side that FaZe is on. So they'll send one back alley, and then they have another guy go middle, and they try and pass it to him through the back alley. You see FaZe, though, they're going to fight this straight up from the front. They don't win these gun battles at the start. It's all game.
And the satellite is taken. Karma can't get it out of the map. It's tossed in the back of the FaZe base, and OpTic Gaming will be crowned your UMG California champions.
Yeah, that is such a tough time to beat an OT. OpTic putting all the pressure on FaZe. FaZe not able to win those engagements at the middle of the map, and OpTic able to take that one. That is about as close as you can get.
What an amazing series there, Matt. It went the distance. 2 best-of-5s. Incredible showing by FaZe. This lineup is the real deal. Definitely a squad to look out for at the X Games. But OpTic showing it doesn't matter who they play with as the fourth. They win 2 titles with Enable. Karma comes back in and helps them earn their 3rd.
Formal took over that last map. 36-23, 1.57 KD. Really, he stepped up in that final map. I mean, nobody else finishes positive for OpTic, but no, get that 3-peat, get that first one out of the way with Karma. Really, a lot of nerves had to be going on there. Once that second best-of-5 started, Krim getting his 20th win, surpasses Aches. Still, a lot on the line for OpTic Gaming at this event. They come through.
There's only been really 1 blip, maybe 2 blips in OpTic's career in Advanced Warfare. The first tournament, losing at the hands of FaZe at the Columbus Open. Not the best showing at COD Champs. They finished top 8 in the big money, but OpTic Gaming, clearly the most dominant team in AW today, winning 3 straight tournaments, 3 different countries, and 2 different teammates there as the 4th, Enable and Karma.
Yeah, losing that COD Champs, really fueling these guys. I mean, you look back, some of the better teams in Call of Duty history, how Cole started to go on their run. They lost COD Champs. They make that roster move after that. They go on to win all those championships. You look, OpTic kind of sitting in the same boat. Had a very disappointing COD Champs coming in as the favorite. I mean, they get, 7th, 8th? Definitely not what they imagined coming in. Then they make that roster move, adding Karma to the team. Seem to be poised to go on a long run.
They're the #1 team in the MLG Pro League. They're the #1 team in the world, if you ask me, and basically anyone who's been watching Call of Duty in 2015. 1 more championship is within their grasp. We're heading to X Games next. It's going down June 5th through the 7th in Austin, Texas. OpTic already locked in. Elevate already locked in.
Yeah.
You got to think after watching FaZe tonight, that is another team that should be a shoo-in here very shortly.
I mean, you have Envy definitely in contention. Elevate, they're going to be there with their full roster, adding Slack back. And then obviously this FaZe team again, going to get some more practice under their belt. Definitely.
With OpTic Gaming, your UMG Cali 35 champions. Guys, congratulations. Scump, I got to ask, 3 straight event wins. How proud are you of your team right now?
I mean, it feels amazing. I've said in a bunch of videos leading up to this event that I've never played 3 tournaments in 1 month, I think, ever. But to do it back to back to back, 3 weekends in a row, I just want to say it's been a blast with these 2, Matthias and Krim. I mean, they're my dudes. And then Damon, obviously coming in for this win. I mean, we just had a great time, and we came out with 3 wins.
Now, in the finals, it went to that second best-of-5. FaZe giving you your first series loss all weekend long. What did you say to your squad in that break as the captain?
Well, I was freaking out a little bit because of the comeback uplink. I turned, and I thought I threw it off the map, but it unfortunately didn't go, and I think that costed us that map. I mean, it sucks to say. But after that, we all went outside. We got some fresh air, and we were just like, look, we're playing way too frantic. We need to calm down, stay calm, cool, collected, and just power through. We know that we're a good team. We know that we can win championships, and that's what we did.
Absolutely. Now, one of the biggest storylines of this weekend comes from Crim6. The most winningest COD player at LAN events now, 20 championships. Krim, how does it feel to be #1?
I guess it feels good. I mean, I've been working for this for so long, and, I've always looked up to people like Ogre 2 and stuff like that. Just people with so many championships, and to me, like, those are my idols. And, if I'm getting up there, then that's awesome.
Great stuff. Now, finally, Seth, the next event you guys will be attending is X Games. How do you guys even prepare for that event? What do you want to work on from here?
I think that we need to work on our CTF and uplink a little bit. That was probably the most shaky of our event. Our S&D looked phenomenal. So the biggest thing with S&D is trying not to change it, because sometimes it just changes without you even noticing it. But we're just going to practice like we did for this event. We're going to get a lot of practice. Obviously, we were in Europe for 2 weeks, so we didn't get to play with Damon very much. So we got a couple nights in, but we're going to get a couple weeks in for X Games.
Well, congrats again. OpTic Gaming, your UMG Cali 35K champions. That's going to do it here from Ontario, California. Congrats again to the Green Wall. Guys, have a great